What's up, guys? It's Brian from HASHWAREHUB. It's about 10 after 3 p.m. Eastern Time, January 16, 2018, and the market is crashing or selling off or correcting, whichever type of definition you like to call it or coin it as. It is selling off. It is down. So before we get to the nitty-gritty here, we're going to be going over Verge, and we're going to be going over Dash. But before we get to the nitty-gritty, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, re-steam, upvote would all be greatly appreciated. So let's get into it here. Verge, okay. And overall, I just want to remind everybody here is that when the prices were at these highs here, we were beating our drum saying sell, 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 and we got quite a bit amount of flack over that. A lot of people were telling us that, you know, we weren't doing good things for the market and you should just be holding, and et cetera, et cetera. And we stayed true to ourselves. We stayed true to providing honest content. This is not content just to hype up markets for the sake of hyping up markets. I'm looking to go ahead and provide true trading levels and predictions from which people can make their own decisions from in order to utilize in their own trading. So I'm going to tell you how it is, whether it goes against a trend or not. And what you're probably going to find is more times than not, we're going to be going against a trend. Why? Because that's the best way to trade. When you're going against a trend, everybody always says, "Oh, trend is your friend," this, that, and the other thing. Trade like that. That's not the case. That's the way to get slaughtered. Okay. You don't want to be buying as things are moving up here. You want to be selling. You want to be buying when things are moving down here. Okay, that's one of the reasons why we draw all these support and resistance levels, is to provide a framework where it is relatively, are things high or are things low? If things are really high, you start de-risking. You probably heard me say that word a million times in my videos in the past. You start de-risking your positions. So if you were heeding any of our advice, you should be sitting on a lump of cash right now. And a few people that follow us have actually come into us and thanked us and have actually been purchasing during these levels here with huge smiles on their faces. And they're waiting for it to go down a little bit lower, and they're going to purchase a little bit more. That's the way to go about it. So let's look at Verge here for a second. And this is kind of the hornet's nest of support and resistance levels that we had drawn prior. And we change everything once we start seeing that there's a major breach and the market is telling us that it's going in a different direction. Okay, so we're going to start deleting things. Let's just start deleting things and making things much cleaner here. Yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, so I think this makes it a little bit cleaner. I still want to keep some of these major lines here because these are still in effect. Okay, it's still we're still going to get to the same end. It's just taking a different pathway, and that's perfectly exactly what markets do. Exactly what markets do. So what do we have here? We looked what it appears to be. It appears that we have an ABC correction. Now this correction can take many different forms. It doesn't need to be an ABC correction. That's one of our primary counts here, is an ABC correction. Okay, and what does that look like? It looks like this: A, B, C. Yeah, all the way down here. Exactly. That's probably what you're thinking. Somewhere along this 3-cent level. It could be a little bit higher, around 5 cents. It could be a little bit lower, down, we'll call it 1.5 cents. Depending on where these support levels are here. Okay, but we don't know just yet. One of the things we do know is that for an ABC correction, the A wave has 3 waves in it, the B wave has 3 waves in it, and the C wave has 5 waves in it. So chances are we've already had 1 and we're in the middle of 3. Chances are we had 1 and 2 and we're in the middle of 3. This is probably 1. This is probably 2, and we're probably going to have 3 somewhere around here. 4, 3.45. That's what we believe is going to happen if this is the primary count, if this is the primary way in which the market is going to correct. Now, like I said, it can take many forms, but until it starts showing us those forms, there's no reason for us to really show it just yet. So what does this leave us with? This leaves us with possibly with the price going down to about 3 cents. I know I'm going to get a ton of flack and a ton of hate mail on this, but this is just what we see and the way we see it and the way we've always seen things, the way we've always traded things. So this is what's going on with Verge. I mean, from here, yeah, once it corrects, it's most likely going to resume all these waves that we were talking about prior, okay? But until we see this full correction happen, it's probably not going to happen just yet. Let's look at the next one. Let's look at Dash. Okay, Dash in a similar manner, except with Dash, what I did was I actually drew it ahead of time, so as not to to bore you. But basically, we have this A, B, and then a C correction. Okay, what it looks like we've done. So the ABC correction is this blue line, and then the purple line is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes up this C wave. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, 3 may be over here somewhere, and 4 may be over here. And maybe it depends on how fast this happens, how fast this sell-off happens. Or 3 and 4 could be all the way over here. It could take days, right? There's no telling how long it's going to take, but it will make you impatient. It will make you very impatient. And that's what corrections do. That's the point of corrections. It tries to shake out all the weak holders, the people that are really not all that interested in whatever issue it particularly is. So yes, we do think with Dash it could possibly get down to these $320 levels, these $380 levels. There's a lot of support zones here, so it could land really on any of them. What we will do is we will be counting these waves as the market comes down, and we'll obviously be taking a very close look at the way in which these waves unfold. But we're going to leave it here for now. We're not going to go ahead and take a look at the algos, because this is more map drawing more so than anything else. In other words, we're mapping out, we're charting out the potential direction of the market right now. And as we get more finite decisions or more finite vision of the way in which the market's going to go, we'll then get a little bit more accurate with regards to pulling in the algos and taking a look as far as the best entry point is concerned. So we're going to leave it right there for you guys. Any questions, let us know. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you are new to us. Also, if you're on DTube or Steemit, a similar type of action would be greatly appreciated by re-steaming or upvoting. And if you have not been over to DTube or Steemit, you definitely should take a look. You can see the link to our DTube is down below, and I think we'll start putting a link to our Steemit page there as well. So we'll leave it there, and happy trading.